Hi guys, welcome back to another video. Today's video I'm going to be doing another Top 5 Wednesday, and I think this week's Top 5 Wednesday is top 5 books that got you out of a reading slump. I do know, I just only read it once, and I did compile my whole list, and I think it's, well yeah, top 5 books that got you out of a reading slump. We all know, guys, that I am the worst person at dealing with reading slumps. I get into them all the time. It's the worst. I hate it so much. But these 5 books really helped to get me out of a reading slump. So I will be watching pretty much everybody else's Top 5 Wednesday today because I need books to get me out of a reading slump. I don't want to see if there are any on my shelf because then it could just speed up my reading and get me into something else. But yes, here are my top 5 books that got me out of a reading slump. To start off my top 5 Wednesday list, this book is a contemporary, and pretty much most of the books that are on these kind of lists are contemporaries because contemporaries are just really quick and easy to get through, and you don't have to pay too much attention because I think things like fantasy and sci-fi really get you into a reading slump sometimes because they are really, you have to put so much effort into it, and same with classics. I think most classics, I don't want to stereotype books, but that seems to be the way it goes. So the first contemporary that I'm recommending to get you out of a reading slump is Eleanor and Park by Rainbow Rowell. I haven't actually talked about this one on my channel at all, I don't think, but I read this one, I think it was 3-4 years ago. I read it 3 years ago, and I loved it, and I read it so quick. I was absolutely obsessed with this book, and I remember crying my eyes out, and I was just, the ending tore me to shreds, and it was just such an emotional book that I really got connected to, which got me out of a reading slump because I was just so invested in it and I really wanted to know what happened. But basically this is about you should probably know what this is about, but this is a girl called Eleanor who's, I think she's kind of abused in her family, and she's like, it's not a great family setting, and then you've got Park, he's got a great family setting, I think. Yeah, his family setting is a lot better than Eleanor's, I think. Maybe they both have difficult ones. It's really difficult to remember, but it is a lot about family as well as love because they do bring out the best in each other, Eleanor and Park. And that's what makes this book so great, that it's not just focused on 2 people who are having a great time together. It's about family and the issues there. So I'd highly recommend Eleanor and Park to anybody who hasn't read it, but most of you probably have. Another contemporary on this list is probably no surprise, it's probably on everybody else's list, but it's The Fault in Our Stars by John Green. I read this one so fast, 4 years ago, 5 years ago, I can't even remember, but I remember sitting in here and I got to the bit, everybody knows what happens. I got to that part of the book and I'm dying. I really didn't see it coming at all, and I screamed and threw this book across the room while my mum was teaching, and I cried my eyes out, rolled over and went back to sleep because I thought it was a nightmare. I couldn't even deal with it. So this one was another one that I completely was invested in. There we go, I just read it again and I'm gonna cry. I can't even cope. I mean, the film's great, but you will never compare it to the book because the book was just so good. And I am still emotional over it. But highly recommend this book. I don't need to tell you what it's about because you should probably know, but highly recommend this book if you haven't read it already. Okay, that's it for contemporaries on this list. I've tried really hard to get some other genres out there for those of you who read a lot of contemporaries or just don't like contemporaries. And so I've got a book I talk about quite a lot on my channel, which is The Territory by Sarah Govett. This is so short. I think it's like 200 pages. Yeah, exactly 200 pages, well done. And it's a dystopian world where there's the wetlands and it's like a corrupt government, and if you don't pass these tests, which are kind of like GCSEs but harder and worse and all these kind of things, you get shipped off to the wetlands and basically have to survive there by yourself. And the first book territory is all about where you stayed before, which is the territory. And Noah is trying to get through these exams. And it doesn't sound so interesting when I'm saying it, but honestly, the writing style is so fantastic. There's so many small little details that really make this book come to life and make it so dark and gripping and thrilling. I think it's absolutely fantastic, and I think that this one deserves a lot more love than it's getting, because it is a really, really small publishing house and a really small author, and I really think that it deserves so much more love because it's so good. And I would highly recommend anybody who likes any sort of dystopian or love or anything like that to go and try and check this book out, because it will get you out of a reading slump, and it's really, really fast. I read it in a day and I cried in that one too. Okay, the fourth book on my list is a book that I didn't think that I was enjoying when I first started it, and I know that that doesn't sound like a great premise to books that got me out of a reading slump, but that is Shatter Me by Tahara Mafi. This book, this series, this trilogy, it's cheating kind of to put trilogy on here, it's amazing. Okay, the Shatter Me series by Tahara Mafi. This is such a good series. It is so gripping. The first few, I don't know if it was just me being in a reading slump, but the first few chapters for me was really slow. But once I got like halfway through the book, it was so fast paced, I just needed to know what happened, and I read every single book in quick succession, and I read the last one in 2 days. So if you guys are looking for like a quick series to read, I would highly recommend this one. This is about a girl called Juliet whose touch can kill, and there's a whole love triangle thing, and nobody likes love triangles, but this one is done so well that I can't. It is absolutely fantastic. Highly recommend. Shatter Me series is so good. And the final book on my list is actually one that I finished, the last book that I finished in 2016, and I read it in like 3 days. I thought it was absolutely, I started it in October. I read the first chapter in October, and then I finished it within 3 days at the end of December. So I'm counting it as 3 days for me reading The Merciless by Danielle Vega. I thought that this one was so fast paced. Again, all of these books are fast paced because that's why they're on the list. So scary, so gory. I haven't had a chance yet to review this yet, but I might put it in my January-February wrap-up because I didn't read much in January, so I'm doing something for my February wrap-up. But anyway, highly recommend. This is so scary, so scary. So if you're a fan of horror, I would really recommend this one. I love some really good horror books. I think they're fantastic. Not horror films, I'm too scared. I'm a wimp, but horror books, really good. I would really recommend this one. I can't remember the character names. Oh yeah, it's about Brooklyn, and she's got 2 other girls. It's kind of like Mean Girls. And they pick on a girl called Sophia. Yeah, they pick on a girl called Sophia, and this whole sort of exorcism thing happens, and it's so gory. Literally, Danielle Vega does not hold back. That's all I'm saying. She doesn't hold back. She's not afraid to hurt her characters. It is so good, and basically the majority of the book happens in one night, and it feels like you're there with them, and it just, oh, so good. I slept with the lights on after reading this, but it was so good, so worth it. I highly recommend to anybody who wants a really good horror book. This one is the one. I'm gonna buy the other 2 when, well, I'm gonna buy The Merciless 2 and then The Merciless 3 when that comes out, and I cannot wait. I didn't know it was a trilogy. Even better. And so there you guys have it. This is my top 5 Wednesday of books that got me out of a reading slump. And I don't know, do you guys think the same about these books? Because some of these books can be really slow for you guys, or really fast, so you might not like them, and I would really like to know what your books that got you out of a reading slump were, because I'm awful with that. So yes, let me know down below what books, let me know down below if you're going to read any of these books, or if you have any of these books. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and just come and say hi, because it's really fun. And yes, I will see you guys super soon in another video. Bye!